Good morning for our first day back to school. The girls are eating their breakfast right now. We ordered Pepperidge Farm, that's the brand, swirl toast. It was supposed to be French toast flavored, so they're gonna have that. I'm just eating a yogurt. They're also having individual yogurts because I wanted today to be a little special and a little extra. I also ordered them individual flavors of yogurt this time instead of just their normal vanilla where they sweeten it themselves. Also to hopefully make it easier for them to start their day. So they're having breakfast. I'm cleaning up a little bit, then I'm gonna join them for breakfast. Breakfast has been finished. On Monday mornings, Rebecca Lysols the entire table down. Any other day of the week, I just have her wipe it down with like a baby wipe or a cleaning wipe of some sort. But on Mondays, we do like a thorough scrub down of it. And then we usually scrub it down over the weekend. What they're doing now is they bring their bins in here. These are the ones I showed in the video a couple days ago, or you'll see it a couple days ago. This has their floppy folders in it for their individual subjects. And I love that hers are like color coordinated and mostly pinks and purples. But they have one for each of their core subjects. They also have spiral notebooks for creative writing. And they also have, new to us this year, but I'm hoping will help them on scheduling projects out, because one of the life skills I want them to learn to do this year is for them to learn to schedule out their own projects, knowing when their start dates and finish dates are, and let them have a little more responsibility with that now that they're all older. I only have one left in elementary school grade, and I have two in middle school this year. So I bought all of them these planners, and it flips straight to the back. They have stickers in them, and I did a whole video showing all of our school supplies, and you can see it there. But they have their planners this year. They're getting set up, and now I'm gonna go get their Chromebook. So here are their Chromebooks where we left them. You saw that video where we do our prep on how to get the Chromebooks ready for school and all that. So I'm gonna take the Chromebooks, their chargers, wrap their cords back around their chargers to bunch them up a little bit so that they're not all over the table. I'm gonna get one extension cord that we unfortunately have to run from a different room because the outlets in the dining room are not grounded, and we just don't have the financial means to pay for a complete electrical redo of our dining room right now just to be able to do electronics in school. So we just run it from another room that does have outlets that are grounded. So I'm gonna go and take these and set them up. Last but not least, I set my own stuff in here. This is why I usually keep my computer on this, is so I can carry it as I need to, and actually has legs on it to pop out if I wanted to sit like on the couch or something. That way it's not like directly on a fabric surface or anything, because I've actually accidentally burnt a fan out on a computer doing that. So I always try to keep a computer on a tray now. There is my cord, so it also has a different color cord as well. And we also designate to where if they go to plug their cords up by themselves, which I allow them to, they know that whoever's on this side of the table gets this spot, and whoever's on this side of the table gets this spot, and whoever's in the middle can have one of the middle ones. So they are self-pacing. We are using the Monarch Alpha Omega curriculum. They're working through their first subjects of the day using their planners. From here, I just let them self-pace. They have questions, I stop what I'm doing, I help them. They have their folders here to take notes if they need to take notes. They can also make notes in their planners to help them along, and I just let them self-pace. They're all old enough to self-pace as they go. So it's not even 10 o'clock and one of mine's finished. The first day back to school was, I'm not gonna say easy because she has some challenging things, but it's a little less caseload than like middle of the semester kind of work. So she's finished. One of our tricks for digital schooling is if your child, like she finished before I'm done working, and I still have two more doing school and it's not lunchtime, and the elective that we're doing for today is our quiet hour. So I can't really let her go ahead to do that. So what we have started doing is, we live in East Tennessee. One of the resources that we have is digital books for free through a website called Tennessee Reads, R.E.A.D.S. It's available through any Tennessee library, I think. At least it's available through ours. And I've seen a list of several that it provides through. I went on there, since she's learning about Egypt the first month, I went and found several books on Egypt that she could check out and read with her glasses on, and she could do. do. Another thing that we have is all of our children have a subscription to, or not subscription, they have a free account to the website Prodigy. It's an online math game, and to be able to do some of the things, it's kind of like Pokemon, but instead of just getting to do the attacks, you have to enter math questions in correctly. So it's a math game, but it's fun. So they have Prodigy, and she has audiobooks that she can read while she does that. Sometimes I will also check out on reads like educational videos. I have one on Wait right now for Egypt, like a day in the life of a child in Egypt. And also on Fridays we'll do like the virtual field trips and stuff, but we may wait to do that like all together. But for now, since she's done early, she's going to go ahead and play Prodigy and do some independent reading by herself while the rest of us finish up. It's now 10:30. 2 of the girls are now finished. My goal from here, while I have a few minutes to wait on something for work, I'm gonna start working on laundry and changing it over. My goal first and foremost this morning was getting everybody set up and back to school routine and all that, getting Chromebooks put out, rewrapping the cords, making sure everybody remembered how to log in, and making sure we had a good start to the day. Normally on a school day, like a regular school day, I will start with laundry and take more cleaning breaks, like for my chore chart to finish during the day while they're working. So now at 10:30, I'm just now starting my first load, and laundry has a tendency to get backed up over the weekends, but that's okay. I'm gonna start laundry. We've got 30 minutes, then we'll do lunch. We're all doing bento boxes for lunch today. We might go outside for lunch today. It's lunchtime, and I am gonna let the kids build their own bento boxes, and I'm gonna drink a cold coffee. Another thing I try to do on school days during lunch is check to see what our dinner plan is. Tonight we're doing egg roll in a bowl, and I just thawed out the sausage. Matt and I dug it out of the deep freeze late last night because we didn't receive any on our Kroger pickups. So we ended up thawing out some that we had pre-purchased from Aldi's. They're still pretty frozen, so I'm gonna try letting them defrost a little bit right now during lunch. I might put them back in the fridge later whenever they soften up a little bit more, but they are way too frozen to use for dinner right now. So I have them out. The coleslaw is ready, and then from there you just add seasoning and it's done. That was another thing I wanted to do for back to school week, was have a super easy dinner for the first night, or first day back. The kids' plates pretty much look the exact same as mine, except instead of this they have turkey meat and they have Colby Jack instead of pepper jack. But it's just basically what we do. It's just a meat, a cheese, and a vegetable. If they're still hungry afterwards, I may give them like crackers or something to go with theirs, or a piece of fruit. But this is basically what I eat. I usually put this on a smaller plate so it doesn't look like I barely have anything on there, but that actually will fill me up. And then I'm also drinking just water for lunch. So the reason I build an hour for lunch and an hour for PE is to also give them time to make their own lunch. Again, that's part of the teaching the independent living that we do, is we believe in teaching our girls to live independently on their own, i.e. cooking, cleaning, self-care, and things that we want them to learn now and embed in them now so that they'll do it later. And it also allows them to experiment, learn dietary needs, and like they can't just eat meat, they can't just eat cheese, although I have some that would just eat cheese or just eat meat. So we try to also teach them, stuff like that as we go. I had somebody ask me, how do we teach more of life skills? And that's part of it, is we want to teach them to be independent, but to also make right choices and give them avenues to make right choices by making their own lunch or choosing, what kind of physical activity they want to do, and just choices like that, everyday choices. Right now they have finished lunch. They've got about 20 minutes until we start like official PE time. They were told that they could walk around. I don't want them doing like physical activity immediately after lunch because that's just really bad for the body. So I told them they could walk around, they could sit, they could read, they could do whatever outside. They can spend this time outside right now because thankfully first day of school back, it's gonna be blurry. Hold on. There you go. First day of school back, it's a beautiful day outside. It's not super hot, it's not super humid, it's a beautiful day. So I think right now they're picking flowers, wildflowers in the front yard. We have a ton of clover right now. There are so many clovers out there. At 12 o'clock, we'll start like actual PE. My oldest favorite thing right now to do is soccer. She has a soccer ball, and we have like a little area where she can actually kick it to at the top of the driveway. The other two, one of them really likes hiking, things like that. And then one of the other ones just loves just walking hiking, nature trails, and drawing outside. As long as they're physically active and up and moving, I don't worry about like doing definite scheduled things. I do have a video, I'll link it up here, of where we've done PE activity ideas for outdoor PE ideas for homeschooling, and I'll link that. Some of those we still do and don't. It just depends on what we have. Right now our main goal, like I said, is just free time, teach independent living, and also just let them explore outside. To be honest, since my foot is still injured, I'm trying not to like be up and about too much outside because rocky ground, and don't want to hurt my foot again. I'm honestly, while they're walking around the yard, just sitting here enjoying listening to the wind chimes on our front porch. But one of the things I really love about where we are now versus where we were 9 years ago when we started homeschooling, we were in a 2-bedroom mobile home. A small, not the smallest, but a small 2-bedroom mobile home. And we had a 4-year-old, a 2-year-old, and a newborn. And now I can just sit here on my porch and listen to my dog bark, because I keep going in to discipline him and he keeps barking anyways. But I get to listen to the wind chimes and enjoy the beautiful weather today. It's not even in the 80s right now.
I'm getting really good at this.
Oh, you're okay. Go for it. Nice throw. It is almost 1 o'clock. One of our shipments of school supplies to go with this cart just came in the mail. So I'm going to start working on putting together some of the pieces that came with it to try to finish up our cart this week. Our new bookshelf is on its way, and I'm really excited about getting this finished up. It didn't get finished before school started back like we wanted to, but several areas did, like the girls' bedroom, most of our bedroom, half the office, and it was all, we pay for it as we go, so we knew it wasn't going to all happen immediately. But super excited to try to get this done real quick before I head back to work and before the youngest heads back to doing school. It's 1 o'clock. I have one more finishing up school for the day, and then I have work to finish up. The other two have asked to continue working on chore charts and getting a couple of things done before our quiet hour. It's 2 o'clock, so now we're doing what we're calling quiet hour. You get 1 hour to do whatever you want in a separate room from anybody else, individual time, but you have to do it quietly. 1 hour, 1 day a week. And right now, with us all together all the time, I thought it was a good idea to have one designated hour to just have to yourself to work on things you want to work on. So I have one in the toy room. I let the one that finished school first pick which room she went to. And then the next one who had already finished school, which room she wanted. And then my third one decided to spend some time reading and relaxing before she goes back to doing schoolwork. And I'm just gonna hang out in my room for a bit and check up on social media and stuff and just relax for an hour. It is 4 o'clock. And now we are finished with school for the day. Unfortunately, one of mine did not finish. She has developed this knack of not wanting to do writing assignments. And we have to keep explaining that's not an option. You have to do a writing assignment. And she's technically already a month in because she began this school year last year to see if we were going to skip her ahead. And then we decided not to. So what we did was we stopped where we were, and we're going to finish the rest of the school year spaced out, and everything's okay with doing that. So she's a month in, and she had some fun stuff to do, and she just would not do the writing assignment. So what we're gonna do is she's gonna finish it tomorrow. If she doesn't, then she's gonna have to take time on Saturday. That way we don't have a parent at the table all day stressed over a child not finishing school. That's not really good for anybody, and it doesn't really help if you just sit there all day. So she's finished for the day. She's gonna have to finish tomorrow. She's working on chore chart for now. She does lose tablet privileges, which is what we do. If they don't finish, they lose their tablet privileges. and we'll try again tomorrow. The other two have finished though, so we're gonna go start dinner. So my battery died at dinner last night, so I didn't get to finish, but we ended up having egg roll in a bowl for dinner. The older two went and watched Pokemon and played on their tablet, and the younger one and I had some one-on-one time reviewing some things for her schoolwork and working through some things. We even played a memory card game of like states and capitals and things. So we did that together, and then everybody went to bed because we had such a good day, but then by the end of the day it was like adrenaline all gone. So we all went to bed and had a good night's sleep. We're gonna start day 2, but I'm gonna let you go at this point. Thank you so much for watching and joining us on our first day back to school. This was probably one of the best days we've had in a long time of back to school, which kind of confirms with me that we've done the right choice with picking the new curriculum, and I'm so happy about it. But thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.